Yes, people, welcome to the long-awaited YouTube channel. So first and foremost, why a YouTube channel? What could Nico possibly have that's so interesting that he can document on YouTube? Honestly, nothing. My life is pretty boring and pretty repetitive. So why the YouTube channel? Firstly, to provide a little bit of entertainment. Hopefully someone here gets a laugh out of myself. Secondly, to provide some health and fitness tips, advice. So for any of you that don't know, actually a little bit of introduction. I'm an online fitness coach, part-time bodybuilder. I really don't like using that word. I wouldn't call myself a bodybuilder. I'm a normal human being that enjoys training, going to the gym, lifting heavy things and putting them back down, and eating good food while doing that as well, eating copious amounts of protein. Honestly, I just enjoy training, and yeah, my main gig is online fitness coaching, so I help people get in shape also. The main point of this is obviously to provide a little bit of entertainment as well as some tips and tricks with regards to training, nutrition, recovery, anything gym related. What else can you expect from this channel? Health and fitness tips, as I've already said. Travel, I really like traveling a lot as well. Day in the lives, full day of eatings, and seeing as I am a little bit of a fat bastard, there will be a couple of food challenges along the way as well, but mainly vlogs, just recording my day-to-day life and documenting my, as cringe as it sounds, my journey, bro. Documenting the process, so that a couple of years down the line I have a little repository, a YouTube channel that I could look back on and see where I came from to where I got. So yeah, I guess that is the whole point of the YouTube channel. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment, and whatever other cringy stuff the YouTubers say. I used to always cringe when people used to say that in YouTube videos, and look at me now, here we are. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, whatever other stuff you do on YouTube. Feel free to comment of what you'd like me to record of, or what even you'd like to see on the YouTube video. But this is very much going to be me showing my journey, my personality, my story, and helping you guys along the way. So yeah, hopefully someone out there feels inspired, picks up a thing or two, and learns something new about the gym, whatever that may be. I'm going to try to bring as much value as possible in these videos as well as having a lot of fun along the way. So yeah, now where are we currently? If you can't tell, we are definitely not in Ireland because the sun is shining. We are indeed in sunny Marbella. I moved out here about Monday. Today is Saturday, so 6 days ago. I decided that I was fed up of Ireland and it was time for a change. All I need to be happy is sunshine and a good gym, and that is pretty much it. And of course I get both of these things in Marbella, so it was a bit of a no-brainer. So yeah, we're slowly but surely settling into Marbella. I've been here many times before and I always keep coming back. I just love the place, even more so in the winter. Now that I've came to realize this is my second time here, being during the winter months. I love this place even more during the winter compared to the summer months. It's just a lot more relaxed, very chilled out, nowhere near as hectic as peak summer. You can actually enjoy the local culture more. Now, in terms of the plan of attack for this video, I'm just going to take you along with me and see what I get up to as an online fitness coach living in Marbella. So strap in, as I said, like, comment, subscribe, what more you'd like to see on the channel, and strap in for the ride. Cheers. Now, as I said, my day today looks pretty much the exact same. I thrive in routine. I do pretty much the exact same thing every single day. I wake up, I do a little bit of laptop work, I go and train in the afternoon, I come home, I do more laptop work, I go to bed. So I'm not quite sure how exciting these vlogs are going to get, but I'm just going to waffle on and take you through my day, my life, my day in the life. So yeah, this morning I got up and boxed off a little bit of work, catching up on some client check-ins. Now, I usually wouldn't do much work on a Saturday as it's my day to kind of switch off and wind down, but seeing as I came here a couple of days ago, I had a few bits to get done, get sorted. So I'm just catching up on a little bit of work there now. Finished my coffee this morning, and of course in the previous clip you seen me sipping away on a can of Monster. This is the second caffeine beverage of the day and probably the last one. I do try to keep it or take it easy on the caffeine consumption, and usually wouldn't go more than 2 caffeine drinks a day. So coffee is down, Monster is going down. A little bit of work is wrapped up. I'm about to prep my pre-workout meal, which I'll take you through as well. And then we'll be on the way to head down to the gym. A little bit of a change of plan with the pre-workout meal this morning. I just had a potential client book in for a consultation call. Just going over possibly joining the team this afternoon, which means that I don't really have much time to prepare my usual pre-workout meal, which would in the morning usually be oats with some protein and fruit, or else a little bit of sourdough with eggs. So we are improvising, and today's pre-workout is 4 caramel rice cakes, a little bit of honey and a banana. As I said, this wouldn't be my usual pre-workout meal, but seeing as we are a little bit short on time, I don't have much time to prepare any bit of food. I need something that will digest really quickly, and this would do absolutely perfect. So pre-workout meal down the hatch, and it is time to make the intra-workout drink. So this is something I usually have halfway through my training session. What's going in? A little bit of creatine, EAAs, a scoop of electrolytes, and a little bit of glutamine, as well as a little bit of salt as well. Now, are these supplements all essential? No, they are not at all. I will take you through my supplements, what my diet looks like as well once I'm actually properly settled in here in Spain, because the last week just consisted of me walking around like a bloated mess, just trying out different foods here that don't necessarily agree with me. So once I have found quality food sources that won't mess with my GI, my digestive system, I'll take you guys through a full day of eating. I'll go through my supplements and so on, and the reasoning behind all the stuff that I'm taking. But for now, you can just look at me mixing this stuff and looking all cool. Right, just a quick one as I'm getting ready to head out the door. The gym fit is on. This is my first time using this camera. I have no idea what I'm doing. I got this camera last week and literally only took it out of the box yesterday. So bear with me. I don't know, do I need to have this microphone glued to me at all times? If there is any DJI masters out there that want to throw a couple of tips and tricks at me, then feel free to fire away. I suppose it would be rude if I didn't show you what whip I'm rocking whilst we're over here. Now, everyone knows that Marbella, Puerto Banús, is popular for its fast cars, its G-Wagons, its Lambos, right? So I'm gonna give you a hint before I do the car reveal. I'm going to give you a bit of a hint, okay? It's red in color and it starts with the letter F. So comment down below before I show it to you. If you got it right, I'm going to give away €500 in the next YouTube video, all right? 3, 2, 1. If you guessed Ferrari, then you're fucking wrong. We have a red Fiat Panda, baby. A little cheeky Pandina. Look at that, boys. Look at the alloys on that. Damn. So yeah, it's not quite the Ferraris and the Lambos of Marbella, but it does the job for now. It gets me from A to B, and just touching back on stuff like this, right? It's going to be cool. We haven't made it yet in terms of the fast cars and shit like that. When we do make it, it'll be cool to look back on videos like this to see where we started, the car I had over here, and then fast forward a couple of years down the line when we will be whipping in the Lambos and the Ferraris and stuff like that. Now, in terms of gyms, we are spoiled for choice here with gyms. Marbella has some of the best gyms that I've ever been in. The kind of the 3 main popular ones would be Real Club Paddle, which is the one everyone probably knows, the big outdoor gym with all the cool shit there. Elements, which is half indoors, half outdoors, also a really good gym. And then we have M13 as well, Dorian Yates' gym. Now, usually when I come to Marbella, I always train in paddle. It's fantastic for content, and it's your typical influencer gym, right? However, seeing as we are over Marbella to lock in, I have decided to get membership in M13. You could say it's a kind of a proper like bodybuilder gym. Now I'm comparing to paddle, which is just a fucking jungle. It's a bit of a zoo. I can never ever get a good workout in there. It's more so for show more than anything. And if you've trained there before, you know exactly what I mean, because the gym is so messy. There's plates everywhere. People walking around with their tops off, girls with BBLs left, right and centre. So it is quite difficult to get a workout in. So the gym of choice is M13, and this will be the base for us over the next couple of months. Once we get there, I'll record a little bit potentially of the gym and so on, and take you through an upper session. That's something I didn't mention, is that we will be training upper today. So yeah. But in terms of my training split at the moment, I don't have a split as such. This week, as I said, was all kind of about settling into the apartment and so on. So I'm kind of just I did push-pull legs, and I'm going to hit an upper session. From next week on, I'm going to have a proper split in place, more than likely looking like a 5-day split, but I will go through that next week once I've something proper in place. Completely forgot that there is a market here every Saturday, so I couldn't get my usual parking spot for the gym. Ended up lamping it on the side of the road somewhere, so hopefully we do not get a parking ticket. Speaking of whips and so on, have a look at this. This is the little street market that I was on about, and what I find hilarious about this is that they're selling all your designer fake Gucci, Louis Vuitton and all that jazz, and literally a 5-minute walk down the port you have all your actual proper designer shops, and they're just selling all the fake stuff here, which is pretty funny. So as you just saw, we pulled up at M13 and we're starting our upper workout with a bit of a walk on the treadmill. That's something I usually like to do before every single workout, especially if I'm sitting down at the desk working on the laptop all morning. It's nice to get a little bit of movement, some steps in, get the heart rate elevated, and throw on the headphones, get in the zone, and essentially switch off from work mode into gym mode. So we get stuck into an upper workout here. I'll try to record as much as I can. I'm not sure what sort of clips I'll be able to get, as I don't have a proper tripod for this camera yet. So if any clips I do get will more than likely be me down on the camera, with the camera being down on the floor. So apologies in advance. And there we go, a lovely upper session, boxed off, pump acquired, and we're just camping out in the gym restaurant as I'm about to hop on a call with a client. Now, as I said, spoiled for choice in terms of the actual equipment in there. This session was kind of more about just messing around, finding what kit works for me. As I said, I don't have a concrete program in place. We'll get onto that next week once I try out all the little bit of kit. But yeah, post-workout shake and protein bar going down. there I was complaining about I walk around like a bloated mess and I'm having a ready-made shake and a protein bar. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but if I am experiencing some bloating from the different foods, this isn't probably the best thing to have post-workout. That being said, it is 3:30 and I'm only one meal in. So trying to catch up on a little bit of protein intake before we get home and have an actual post-workout meal. So yeah, next clip I'll probably catch you at home cooking up the actual post-workout meal. Hello. And we are back after the gym. Client call went really well. Love to see so many people taking action. Obviously January being a busy time for online coaching, which is great. Things you love to see, but we're back home now. So we're gonna cook up a proper post-workout meal as I'm absolutely starving after that protein bar and protein shake. Now, as I said earlier, stuff like that, it's convenient, it's on the go. I would not always have something like that. Firstly, because we know that those fucking barbell protein shakes are well overpriced. And secondly, they're not going to be the best, the optimal option when it comes to food quality, right? And I really enjoy eating quality food. Most of my diet, I would say 80-90% is made up of good whole foods, potatoes, meat, rice, oats, and so on, right? Now, having something small like that every now and again in moderation is absolutely fine. And as I said, I was catching up more so on protein because I had 0 grams of protein. So 40 grams of protein gone in there. Quick, easy, convenient, and something that will keep me ticking over until I have my actual post-workout meal now, which I'm going to show you. Now, one thing that I do miss about home, about Ireland, is the meat. The meat quality, I wouldn't say is the greatest over here in Spain. Kind of everyone says that when they get over here, right? You cannot beat the quality of Irish meat, especially Irish beef. The chicken isn't too bad in Spain, but the beef is just bang average. Now, with this meal, I'll also be taking majority of my supplements as well, which I will go over through in a later video. But at the moment, very much just taking the basics, your fish oils, your multivitamin. Normally, I would take vitamin D as well, D3 plus K2. Seeing as we are in Spain and vitamin D isn't an issue, we get lots and lots of sunshine here. I'm actually not supplementing it anymore. And once I got my blood work done after prep as well, my vitamin D was through the roof. So it's probably a good time to kind of leave it off and stop supplementing it. That's another thing I would say as well. Don't just take supplements for the sake of taking supplements. Actually get your blood work done and see what you're deficient in, right? For example, my iron was quite low after prep. So I'm doubling up on iron. And there we go, post-workout meal. Right, so what do we have here? 250 grams of chicken, 80 grams of avocado, and 125 grams of raw weight rice. This literally took 5-10 minutes max to cook up. And of course, the meal wouldn't be complete without an exotic Spanish Fanta, raspberry flavor, 0 sugar. I haven't tried this one yet, so it will be interesting. Now, let's not be all negative with the Spanish food, because I know I said the meat quality isn't the greatest, but if there is one thing that's so fucking good here, it's their fruit and veg, especially their fruit, their avocados, their tomatoes, absolutely insane. I could literally just live off their fruit and veg over here. I'm going to probably drizzle a little bit of sauce over this. I give this raspberry 0 sugar Fanta a go while wrapping up some client work here, getting back to client messages. And I'll catch up with you at probably the next meal, which I'm not sure what's going to be yet. One thing I did forget to mention is, of course, veg. Yes, there is veg in this meal. 150 grams of a veggie mix. We have peas, broccoli, zucchini, peppers. And I think that's pretty much it. So yes, don't worry, I am a grown adult. I am eating my veg. Right, this vlog is all over the place. Since that last clip was taken, I literally went for a shower and got stuck into some laptop work. That last clip was taken at 4 after the gym when I had that meal. It's currently 8:45. And I haven't eaten since that. And I just realized I've eaten one and a half meals all day, which is great. We're going to be shredded, right? And lose all our muscle. So yeah, I just got into a bit of a workflow here, which is great. I was just doing some client programs, setting up new clients while listening to a bit of a podcast. My old coach, Timothy Stewart, shout out Tim, an interesting podcast. That raspberry Fanta, by the way, banning, absolutely banning, solid 9 out of 10. But yeah, I looked at the clock, 8:45, and I realized I'm one and a half meal. I don't know if you could count that rice cake and banana meal as half a meal, and the protein shake and protein bar. Pretty much one meal today, so I have a little bit of catching up to do, and I have decided to treat myself to a little bit of an off-plan meal, and I'm going to go into detail later as to why we're treating ourselves, right? But the plan is to pop out and grab something. I'm craving some good sushi, so we're going to be on the hunt for the best sushi in Marbella. So I'm going to shut off the laptop now. My brain is fried at this stage. I'm going to pop out, get some sushi, and check in with you when the goods are acquired. Right, boys, sushi has been acquired. Smells incredible. I cannot wait for this, as you can probably tell. Also, I just realized that the mic wasn't on for the previous clip, and I don't think it's on for this clip as well. Great. Now, why am I treating myself to sushi? As I said, I want to provide, yes, as much value to you as possible and entertainment, but I also want to show my actual personality, because I feel there's so much I can show in like an Instagram reel when I do post them. And being brutally honest, this channel is going to be as raw and honest. I obviously moved away to Marbella, and it's been hectic, I'm not going to lie. Don't get me wrong, I'm an introvert. I absolutely thrive in my own company, but it's the first time in quite some time where I've been away from my parents. And if anyone that knows me really well knows how close I am with my parents, my family in general, my siblings, also my girlfriend. And I'm here. I wanted peace and quiet, but this is silence pretty much. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it has been a little bit weird adjusting and trying to climatize to this new solo environment, solo adventure. And ever since I've got here, I've put the head down, and I cracked on with my work. I put away, like, the last 6 days in a row I was working 13-14 hours off the laptop with an hour break to head out to the gym. So it's not all sunshine and rainbows and beach clubs and Lambos here in Marbella. As I said, it's very much a robotic routine, if you could call it that. So after a long week of grinding, I decided to treat myself to some sushi, and just to kind of wind down, which I think is super important as well. It's something I say to all my clients on a weekly basis too, in terms of having this little bit of time to yourself, this kind of solo time to wind down, to reset after a busy week, so that you can plan the week ahead and attack it ready, recharged and ready to go. Not going to lie, this whole thing is quite uncomfortable, the whole Marbella trip. Recording for YouTube, something I've never done, actually talk to a camera, even walk around in public trying to talk to a camera. All very, very new to me, all quite uncomfortable. But as another thing I say to my clients, nothing grows in the comfort zone. So that being said, I am actually going to show you what I got in the sushi place. Oh wow, this looks honestly incredible. Wow. They also threw me something in for free, some more bao buns by the looks of it. So what we did get was 2 sushi rolls. Stunning, absolutely stunning. If my dad Raf is watching this, stunning. I'll wait till I get the camera around here. I'll flip it around and show you guys what we're working with. I'll actually put this over here. Sweet. There we go. Boom, boom. So I ordered a chicken and a beef bao bun, and what they did is they've actually thrown in 2 for whatever reason. I don't really know, but shout out to the guys. I've heard great things about this place. Oh. Lads, wait till you get a look at this. Now, so these are the bao buns. There we go. 1, 2, and the sushi. Lovely, lovely. I cannot wait to look into this. Setup for the evening is sushi. The laptop will be coming off, and a little bit of Netflix or something on YouTube, who knows. But yeah, if you've made it this far into the video, into my first proper YouTube video, thank you. I'm very well aware that this wasn't the greatest vlog, but it can only get better from here, right? I try to make these, as I said, as exciting as possible, but from what you can see, my day-to-day life isn't that all exciting. So I would appreciate any comment as to what you'd like to see on the channel. Full days of eating, travel vlogs, whatever that may be, food challenges, that one's definitely coming up there. And yeah, whatever the YouTubers say, the cool kids, like, comment, subscribe, share. Thank you for your support, and here's to many more videos up on the channel. Thank you. Peace out. One more thing, I just realized how shit the flashlight was when I was recording the sushi, and it does not do it justice, lads. Wait till you see this, Jesus Christ. The bao buns, stunning, and now the sushi. Fuck. Incredible, incredible. Thank you, good night, peace.